The takedowns that I'm going to show you in this video are ones that I use a lot when it comes to self-defense training, especially when we're dealing with like weapon retention, because I'm able to maintain my grips, maintain control, and still take you down to the ground without having to worry about space, being able to do it in close quarters, and it's not very telling at all, meaning that the person that I'm taking down has no idea that I'm about to take him down until we're laying on the ground. At the same time, you can use the same takedowns that I'm about to show you in combat-based sports. So cage fighting, MMA, Jiu Jitsu, these still work in those areas. Yes, you can still hit them by creating space, but you can also hit them if you're fighting within the clinch. So for you sport guys and for you self-defense guys, here are a few takedowns that I highly recommend that you learn. If you're looking to take a fight to the ground, you don't necessarily want to set up wrestling shots. And I'm not the best wrestler, but I do know how to do single legs and double legs. But the problem is, and I realize this, is that with wrestlers, one, I need to create distance a little bit. So it's very telling to him when I'm about to take a shot, because again, I'm gonna make space, I'm gonna create distance, I'm gonna maneuver him to set up legs, but the biggest thing is my level's gonna change. My level's gonna change, I'm gonna come off to the side, or again, I'm gonna clear space, maybe I'm gonna arm drag and come through. So there's a lot of signs that he can see of like, oh, this guy's about to take a shot. Doesn't mean I won't hit the shot. He could be terrible at defending it, but it still is a telltale sign that, hey, this guy's about to do a takedown. What I like to do is there's a few clinch takedowns in which you're pretty much just sweeping the leg, and it works literally if we're tied up in here, then I can still do the full takedown without having to worry. And by the time he realizes like, oh, this guy's dropping his weight, we're already on the ground. So the first one, and probably one of my favorite ones, and you can do this as a setup from a distance as well, where I can force the person to step, but you can also do it in close. So again, it works in both favors. But the idea is that I'm literally just going to step my foot through the inside. I'm going for the same side sweep, but we're gonna go inside, hook the back of the leg. And as I get this hook, I pretty much just drop my weight and I'm just gonna continue driving through. And again, as that happens, this leg starts to lock out a little bit and we go straight down. But the biggest thing is that I'm completely dropping my weight on top of it. Now again, I can set this up with space by literally making him step, and as he steps, I come back in and I do the sweep if you want to create distance that way. But if we're talking simply clinch work, so again, you can do this from like pummeling, you can do this from double unders, one over, one under, doesn't matter. We're fighting, he's working to get out. And again, all I'm looking to do is step and get this hook in, and we're gonna completely drop away. So we're in here, we're fighting, I step, and I just drop right away. Before y'all say anything, I understand from an outside perspective, you're gonna assume, okay, this person's immediately gonna wrap me up in guard, start pulling me down, trap me, and now I just got myself stuck on the ground. Not necessarily, because you have to keep in mind, one, he doesn't realize I'm taking him down. So the second that we hit, one, there's a chance he's gonna hit his head, which is not something I'm aiming for, but it is a possibility, which means he'll be stunned. Either way, he just got taken to the ground. So right now his mind is just trying to recognize that, okay, I just got taken down. Meanwhile, I know we're going to the mat or the street, which means the second that we hit, I'm immediately clearing the leg, working my hips over, getting off to the side, working up to the side control. So I'm not wasting any time in that position. It's I hit and I move. So again, I'm in here. As soon as we take him down, right away, I'm looking to move and I just get to the side position. Again, I can work underhooks, we can get in here. I can get to side control, however. And again, it works both for sport and for self-defense because you're still getting off to the side right away. Now the second one, same idea. We're still using our same leg to the same sweep, but I'm going on the outside. So this one was inside, this time I'm coming to the outside. Now, again, I can do this both within the clinch and also in the distance. I can do an arm drag, close the gap, and sweep. Or even again, when we're tied up in here, I'm just simply just hooking this leg. But the key is I'm not hooking and necessarily pulling him. It's I'm hooking and I'm just completely dropping my weight and driving all the way forward. Again, we're in here, tied up, we're fighting, and I just take it down right away. And again, the second we hit the ground, I'm clearing those legs, working off to the side, applying pressure to the hips so that he can't turn back into me, and slowly just start working towards your dominant position. Now this last one is a little bit tricky to initially get the setup, but if you can get the setup, the takedown's a nice clean takedown, and it'll actually put you right in side control. When you're in this tied position, whichever side you're going to, now I prefer to sweep with my right leg, so I'm gonna set this up on my right side. I'm gonna look to get an overhook on that outside arm and tuck my head to it. So I'm also dropping my weight a little bit, but again, it's not like I'm here and I'm shifting my weight really quick and going for a shot. I'm just slowly tying up and I can hold this person here for a little bit. So again, I'm not giving anything away. I'm not giving him any tell signs that, oh, he's about to shoot a shot. I get nice and tight here. Now, ideally, when you get to this position, I want to work off to the side a little bit just so I can set this up. And the motion is going to be this. My outside hand is going to scoop the leg. Now, I'm not looking to drastically pick up this leg. I'm just scooping it. Same time that I scoop it, my inside leg is taking a big step across his body so that when I scoop, I may be able to get the leg up a little bit. It may just simply just come off his heel a little bit. But either way, I'm just looking to scoop, step, and then my outside leg is sweeping. We dip him to the side, and we're gonna land right into side control. The key again with this one is we have to get control on the outside. So if we're fighting, we're in the clinch, I have to work. I have to get to this position. Once I get to this position again, he's gonna be resisting, he's gonna be fighting it. Step, and we get right here. Right away, I look up, I lock it in, and we get control of the side. If you want to do a drill with these, you can simply just drill again. We can work our pummeling, we can work our controls. We're kind of just getting into this position a little bit. And whatever you have available, I can start working towards it. So if we're in this position, maybe he steps close to me with that leg, perfect. I come in with the inside, we come right back up again. We start fighting, and maybe the outside. Coming again right away. So you can just work these nice and easy and just practice. At the second hit, you get off to the side from there. So there you have it, 3 takedowns that I find to be extremely effective, both in self-defense, but also in combat-based sports, again, such as cage fighting or in my case, Jiu Jitsu. Now, you don't have to be a great wrestler by any means to be able to do these takedowns. You just have to practice them on a regular basis. I have very little wrestling experience, but I practice stand-up a lot. I practice with higher level guys, I practice with actual wrestlers, and I just get a lot of reps in so that I can be confident in my ability to not only defend against takedowns, but I can also hit takedowns if it comes to it, both in sport and in self-defense situations. So if you aren't incorporating wrestling or any sort of stand-up in your training, again, whether you're a sport-based competitor or you're strictly just training self-defense, you have to incorporate it, because again, if a fight starts to go to the ground and you don't want it to go to the ground, your grappling experience and your defense is going to allow you to stay on your feet. If you do, for whatever reason, have to take a fight to the ground, then by all means, you're able to take it to the ground in a safe manner that allows you, more importantly, to remain in control. So if you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up, because it does help with the algorithm, which again allows the channel to grow overall. Now, one thing we're going to start doing with this channel is adding a little bit more grappling content, as we have added jiu-jitsu classes to our curriculum. So we will be adding a little bit more jiu-jitsu based content along with other grappling content. So if you are excited to see some of that and there's anything in particular that you want to see, drop that down below in the comments. Otherwise, you know what to do. Turn on your notifications, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.